Have you ever had a question about what you should do in your life, where you currently are, and think about, should I really do this? Or is it better if I don't do it and stay here? And I've had this question a lot, and I question myself every day. But anyone thinks, should I really be here? Or should I explore and do more and see what else is out there in life and just explore? Well, I've I've had this question quite recently, and I've asked it multiple times, but I felt like in my life that I love the country where I'm in. I love the United States. I've had a great life in this country from my childhood where I was born, where I went through school and everything like that, even went through work and stuff. It was cool. I I enjoyed it. But today something just felt different. And it feels weird when I question, like, what am I doing? Like, for me, I've done everything what I've been told. What I've been told from a very young age and throughout kindergarten, elementary school is all that you have to do is you just have to just follow our steps and you'll be there. You start, go to school, all the way through kindergarten, all the way through middle school, all the way through high school. Um, After that, get a college, get a job, and then as soon as you're there, you're set to do all of these great things that everyone else gets to do. As soon as you do that, you will make money and you will buy a home, just live out the American dream that we were taught, that if you just listen to us and follow us, you'll receive the American dream and everything will be perfect. And you are born into the greatest country on earth, the best thing that's ever happened. And if you think about leaving, you're leaving a place that's perfect for you. You're leaving somewhere where you you have everything set up. Why would you ever leave that? That's and for a while that's what I've done. I've done everything. I've done everything through school and I've worked, and then what I notice is that most of my most of my hard working money goes to bills. Pretty much most of my paycheck goes to bills. Every Everything goes immediately away to bills. I don't have enough money to save up, and I've just been looking at prices of houses and how they are today compared to how they were 20 years ago, and I'm like, you sure this is keeping up with everything? And I hear older generation says we went through the same exact thing as you did, but I'm just confused. Like, if I if most of my money is going away from me, how am I able to do anything? And yeah, everyone just says I just have to wait, but all I'm seeing is my years go by, and yeah, that and yeah, I've traveled. I started traveling too, so that's probably one of the things I have to look at as is I've been traveling a little bit, so maybe I get some money, but I haven't I haven't been gone for a while or anything like that. And that's one of the things I've learned about traveling is I don't like the work life balance here. We in this country we get 10 days off, but when I look at other countries across the world, they get more days off of work and they get paid for those days too. And it seems like anytime I anytime I leave leave work for a couple of weeks, I feel guilty of it because no one else is doing that. And I'm just questioning like, what am I doing? And but then when I travel to other places in the world, everyone's telling me I barely step my toes in the water and I barely get to see the country. Like you're only in you're only out of the country for a week, you barely saw anything. And that's true. I haven't seen a lot of the world. So I just feel like at a certain moment that I'm like stuck in a place that I was told to, you just work hard and you get through it and everything will be perfect. And yeah, but every time I go out of the country, I get viewed a certain way that a lot of other countries don't look at us like we're the best or anything like that. If anything, we get looked at as a laughing stock. And you may believe me or may not, but that's just what I've seen. I've talked to people from other countries, and they've some when I introduce myself, they get all weirded out, like, "Oh, you're like from the US," like, "Oh, I I don't like what's going on over there." And I feel I feel them too. I mean, everything's expensive. Who knows if I get drafted or not? And these are things that I don't feel comfortable talking to other people about, even like even people who are close to me. And yeah, I've all that I've seen right now is that I'm trying to think. Sorry. All that I've seen right now is that I go back from these countries, from traveling around the world, and I've been to Europe, Central America, and Asia. And each one of those trips kind of taught me that what am I actually doing? Everyone, I talked to everyone there, and they've told me that I should leave the country, but I still feel scared. The thing is, I feel scared to leave. I feel like this is not the right thing to do, especially when most people tell you that you're in the best position ever. You're in like the high seat. Why would you ever climb down or anything like that? And yeah, I felt it's one of the times I felt stuck because as soon as I explore what else is out there, it's it's hard to it's hard to unsee it. It's hard to not it's hard to you can't look away from what's like out there if when you've already discovered what else is out there. Like I've had a plan to explore more out there, but it's just being told one certain thing at a time. And with everything that's going on in the US, what is crazy is my situation is considered lucky that right now, as I'm in Gen Z, that I I had I had a house. Well, I had a apartment studio, which 2/3 of my check goes to that, anyways. But I also had a car and a safe job, and all that's considered lucky because most people in my in Gen Z are living at home because everything's so expensive, and also they can't find a job because AI is taking over, and not it's not covering anything. It's like the job market's just impossible. And then even even with all these things, the main thing too for me is I also had a car which is also pretty expensive too. But I was also with all this stuff too. It's just my I've been doing this for 2 years, and I'm saying, looking at myself like, I'm not really making anything. I haven't. I've looking at my account, and I haven't like made money, even though I save a lot. I'm considered not a spender. I'm considered someone who doesn't spend everything at once, and still I haven't made anything. So I just felt like I was financially stuck. And the worst part of it all is that my car had like a mechanical problem, and I chose to wait a little bit, and then the engine blew out. I had a hole in my car engine, which was horrible. I didn't like having the engine of the car, but I took it to the mechanic and see if they can fix it, and all that they said was it costed more than the car. So I worked for 3 years to pay off the car. It took me 3 years to just pay for a car, and as soon as I paid it off, finished everything like that, I felt great that I finally succeeded at paying something off. Then all of a sudden, it was over. My car blew out, and that was it. And there's no way I was buying another car when I was considering leaving the country. So I made a move to maybe spend time with loved ones and probably do some little traveling to to enjoy life a little bit. I've been grinding for 3 years, and why not take like at least what I call like a summer break. But even during those months, it's the ratio of how expensive everything is. It's like, geez, I'm trying to save my money because I didn't have a car to drive to work anymore. And I started to pay my rent till my lease is up. It's just crazy that a lot of things I have to pay is just, I don't know how to pay. And I get scared the about the hospital bill because 2 years ago got I got sick, and I didn't know how the doctor works because no one really taught me how to like go to the doctor or anything like that. And then I went there and said okay, and then just like that, another $500. So it just, I'm scared to go to the doctor or to the hospital, mainly because of the bill. I'm more scared about like paying the bill than saying if I'm okay. And it's scary to think about the money before yourself, but that's that's the point where I've been getting into. And yeah, it's kind of crazy of how like everything has been expensive, and everything is done by a certain group, a certain party, like politics. And I'm not into politics, or I'm I'm not into division of people, and that's what I don't like dealing with, is that people identify themselves around division, and it's not healthy at all. And I just I'm just saying right now that everything that's going on is just everything's just going up. Just prices have been up for decades, even more than that. Like before I've been born, it's always been up. So just it's just getting unaffordable at this point. And yeah, but my situation's considered lucky, and I still look at it as a positive way. But if I'm considered lucky when I'm not getting money financially, that says a lot of what's going on. And yeah, the other thing is, for me, everyone everyone has their own direction of life. Everyone has their way of where to go and everything like that. And the thing that hurts me is that people are judgmental, and people want to talk out and everything like that. Like for me, I just want to travel. I just want to live in places. Doesn't have to be forever, and then go to the next place and then meet people, and that's I call that life. I But what I've been told over by everyone else is that you need to buy all of these things. I was told you need to buy these things. Like you need to buy a house so it can be under the name, and buy a house, buy a car, buy all these things for your future family and everything like that. But the thing is, I'm not interested in buying a house. Well, one thing, you don't actually own the house. You pay property taxes, which goes to the government. So you saying I own this house is it's not true. It's just a mindset. It's just it's just a mindset where society says that this means you're successful. When you buy pretty much take out an arm and a leg, and now today it's if you buy a house, it's going to be very small, like a small block, and that's considered lucky. But yeah, just buy your favorite house, buy your favorite car. And social media also portrays this: buy all these things, these materialistic things that will make you satisfied and make you happy that you got it. And what's crazy about me is that it's based off of a materialistic society, and I'm not into materialistic things. What I've done recently was I packed everything in 3 bags, and I want to go lighter. I just want to downsize my life in a backpack. Like I don't know what's wrong with working a little bit to make money, and then travel to parts and spend time knowing about like culture and saving up money. I don't know why that's worse than getting a title on a house, or getting a title on the car, or saying that I followed the society scripts. Because to me is, do I have to follow the society script? And yeah, what all what I've seen right now is that I've been lied to. My society has lied. He talks about how we are the best in the world, and that you you pledge your life to a flag, and that's considered being patriot, is pledging to the life and pledging to the people who fought and died for this country. And I'm not saying anything against like people who were in wars for this country, and I respect them, everything like that. But just seeing like how like veterans have been treated when they've returned from wars, all I see in them is like they, all of them have become homeless and not seeking the right help, and so getting PTSD from the wars. And all the wars is based off of politics. Most of the wars is that we've sacrificed families for this country. And yeah, I've learned a lot that people may not like me saying this, but we do live on stolen land. Whether you like it or not, we did take land from someone else. And to say that, even though none of this happened when I was born, but that that there was someone else before here, and we chose to take over it and send them to poor casinos. And that's, and I'm considered unpatriotic when I say like I'm not proud of us doing that to them. But I get criticized as saying I'm not being patriotic to the flag, because I think that we've we've killed lots of people for land, and for what, that we think that we're free to say whatever we want or do whatever we want. We don't really. I'm scared that someone's gonna comment about me not being good or something like that, just because I'm saying how I really feel. And yeah, that's the thing, is that over after time of that we pledge our lives to this nation and do everything it follows, it just, something's not adding up. I've I've worked since I was 19, and all I'm seeing is that everything's on like a same schedule, same path, same routine, everything like that. Like, as do life in the same pattern, whether that's like even like through holidays, everything's just repeating the same, and nothing's changed really. And I want to make a change, but throughout that time, it was not easy. So yeah, but the real thing is, pretend that everything is the best. Like, pretend that everything is perfect and everything like that. Life is 100% perfect. That you are part of the U.S. But the next reason is, I want to explore new places. What's wrong with exploring new places? Even if everything is perfect and like fairy tale, right? What's wrong with exploring somewhere new? I mean, I've heard about how like healthcare is in other places, and how like safety and everything that goes on is like, what's wrong with like seeing something new, learning something. Like, I'm not judging on you should leave the country or not, but like, I think it's a cool thing to do, and that's one of the things why I'm thankful I still get the chance to do it. That yes, we're not perfect, but we're not. I mean, it's. I come to the conclusion that no one's perfect, and that it's. I be make. I may be making a mistake doing this, and people probably will call me out on making mistakes of filming this video, or even just maybe going out. But I mean, the nice thing is that if things don't work, at least I know that I come back and I still have a place for me. But I don't know. I've felt like I've been trapped for a while, that everything seems to be on the script, and that you have to be doing this. Everything's hustle, bustle pace. And if I think about going off track of the society script, I'm considered an unpatriotic and just even just a loser of, like, why would you ever not follow the script? And yeah, I know I'm thankful of still to be part of it, because I still get the freedom to move around, but who knows what will happen in the future. I just want, if something happens in the world, I want to explore it before it disappears. And who knows what will happen in the future. Life's not guaranteed everything will happen tomorrow. It's not guaranteed. And yeah, after all of this, I still recommend that you should do it too. You should try somewhere new. If you feel like this is not the place for me right now, then why not try something new? I'm trying a lot of things new, and it's not easy. Like, even I'm not a professional YouTuber or anything like that, but I've always wanted to try talking about how I feel. And yeah, it feels weird right now, but I think as the days go on and as I learn through life, that's the best thing you can do. The best thing you can do is to learn, and not to be in a fixed mindset that everything has to go one way. And even, yeah, that's the best advice I can give. But I'm still a young adult right now. I think this is the best time to see new things and to explore. And yeah, that's all I have for today. But no, I think I think going somewhere new is a good start. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today. Take care.